Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to discuss the Arizona Cardinals visiting the Denver Broncos 2014 regular season matchup. And in this game, the Broncos proved why they are one of the best teams in the NFL and arguably the best team in the AFC. But there is a team in their division by the name of the Chargers who would have something to say about that. But the Broncos return to dominance here today. Now, we will reserve optimism to a certain extent because Carson Palmer was not playing this game and Drew Stanton was playing most of the game, but then even he got injured and the Cardinals had to go to their third string backup, a rookie out of Virginia Tech by the name of Logan Thomas, whom I did not like coming out of college, but maybe will amount to something, but I doubt that. But that's another story for another day. But despite all this, the Broncos won, despite all this, the Broncos won 41 to 20 in absolute domination by Peyton Manning today. Now we did have some mistakes. The two interceptions are mistakes you can look back at, but 479 yards and four touchdowns. Yeesh. I mean, wow. Talk about returning to MVP form because right now there is not a clear cut MVP. I mean, right now if I had to use my MVP ranking, up there near the top, I'm not gonna rank them exactly, but near the top you have a Phillip Rivers, who's like I said earlier, leading the Chargers to a good record. Russell Wilson is playing well, but I think he's gonna be lower on that echelon. Peyton Manning, yeah, he's there, but he's not as high as he usually is. This is a game that will go into his MVP caliber, reservoir that he has not really had those MVP games. This is an MVP game. 479 yards, four touchdowns. This is the game you want on your resume to say, hey, this is why I'm the MVP. And hell, DeMarco Murray, by the way, he's up there on that MVP list as well. But right now, Peyton Manning needed a big game coming off the bye week. The Cardinals were coming off the bye week as well. So I mean, let's not say that the Broncos had an advantage. They were both coming off the bye week, and the Broncos dominated the Arizona Cardinals for the most part, especially in the fourth quarter. That's when they really pulled away. And Demaryius Thomas had a fantastic game. Patrick Peterson, who? I mean, this guy, Demaryius Thomas, had over 100 yards, two touchdowns, over 190 yards, two touchdowns, and that's just absolutely phenomenal. And he was someone that was struggling against the Seattle Seahawks first, third game of the season. Nice to see him bouncing back because we need to see where he is. If we don't see you, we don't know you exist. And Julius Thomas got a good touchdown here, and Wes Welker looked a good back and play. Emmanuel Sanders owners are a little upset. I mean, Peyton Manning, he the way they construct this offense, he gets over 400 yards. I mean, all the receivers get yards and touchdowns, but fantasy owners, good luck trying to decipher who's getting the most targets one week. But yeah, I mean, the Cardinals, I mean, let's not hang our heads low. You lost to one of the best teams in the NFL here today. You still have a hold over the NFC West for now. The Seahawks could easily win on Monday, and I think we all believe the Seahawks will win on Monday, but I will reserve this foregoing that result because you never know in this league. The Seahawks could easily lose tomorrow night, and the Cardinals will still be in sole position in the NFC West. But you look over at the NFC West, you have the 49ers who won today. Now, they have an extra loss, so they are not tied with the Arizona Cardinals, but the 49ers appear to be back on track. They're playing defense. They're scoring touchdowns when they need to score touchdowns. So that is a team that you have to look out for as well. But today, the Cardinals lost. They were not the better team. The Broncos were the better team. They won here today. And their defense is showing that they can hold some teams down. It just can the offense and the defense both be on the same page during the playoffs. That's the whole story. We don't care what the Broncos do in the regular season for the most part. We care what they do in the postseason. But this game showed that they can be successful in the postseason like we expect them to be. Now, with that said, James Carter TV, what were your thoughts on this game? Comment down below. Now, quickly, I'll talk about some other games that took place here today. Now, I thought the Jets were going to upset the Chargers. And this is, again, despite me being high on the Chargers going into the season. The Jets did not. The Jets stink. Michael Vick is finally starting. And I'm not going to pick them to win anything. I tried. This is the week where I'm done. I had some faith in some teams, but now my faith is lost, and I'm just done picking them. I'm done picking the New York Jets until they face a team where I look at them and I say, okay, they can actually beat this team, and it has to be in New York because if not, they're not going to beat their team. I'm done. I mean, I knew the Lions were very skeptical. I mean, I said this in my predictions video. I said, hey, the Bills, yeah, I mean, someone said, oh, the Bills will start to Kyle Orton. They're, of course, they're not going to win. And I said, well, that's not a reason. Because they thought Kyle Orton was a better choice than AJ Manuel for a reason. Maybe because Kyle Orton is a better quarterback than AJ Manuel for them, and maybe that will lead them to the victory. Because let's not forget, this is a team that went to Chicago and got a victory, and now today they went to Detroit and got a victory. The Bills look playoff bound because if you look at that wild card, um, 9-7 could get you. Oh, actually, I'm going to take that back. Because the Ravens, I mean, they're 3-2 as well. The Bills are 3-2, so God knows what's going to go down there. But and the Steelers are 3-2. Maybe you believe that they're in the race, but ultimately I don't think they will be. But the Bills appear to be in playoff contention. At least I'll say that. Not playoff bound, but in playoff contention, which is more than we could say for them for the past decade. So it's nice to be able to say the Bills are in playoff contention. Um, but you know the Bills, very. I mean, it's a good win. It's a great win for the Buffalo Bills. Looking around the league, of course my Titans suck. I made a whole video on that. You can go watch that. Other stuff happened today. I mean, the Bears, I knew they were going to lose. I had the Panthers winning this game. I'm low on the Chicago Bears. Not too low. I think they're going to end up being 8-8, 9-7. But I just don't think that they're that good. And I mean, it's just, there's something with this Bears, you know. And maybe one of these years they're finally going to break out and go 12-4 and lose in the NFC Championship again. But not this year. Not this year. And I don't know what the problems are. Yeah, it's ugly. I mean, yeah, fumbles when you didn't need them, interceptions when you didn't need them. That's just ugly, 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 ugly. Anything else left in the league from today? No, I think I pretty much hit on all the big points. Oh, the Buccaneers. I mean, they went to New Orleans and they challenged the New Orleans Saints, and I'm high on Mike Glennon. I've always been high on Mike Glennon. I don't know why Mike Glennon was not named the starter coming into this 2014 NFL regular season. He is a good quarterback. He went to New Orleans and put up one hell of a fight. New Orleans is scaring me. They were my Super Bowl pick, and now I really want to retract that, but I'm going to keep it out there. But man, y'all need to get it together. You're 2-3, but it is not a good 2-3. So I mean that needs to be fixed. But that's pretty much it. So comment down below your thoughts on this game and all the other games from earlier today. And until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out.